Hi peeps, welcome to Indisch.windisch. Today I'm going to share this Chana Dal-karela recipe that I have learned from my mother-in-law. You will never want to cook karela any other way once you try this recipe. I will also share some really useful tips to tame down the bitterness of karela, so keep watching. So the first thing you need to do is wash and soak 180 grams, that is about 1 cup of chana dal, for at least 2 hours before you start to cook. Chana dal is known as split chickpeas and is available at Indian stores. Next step is taking 3 medium-sized karela, also known as bitter-gourd or bitter melon. This is the Indian variety here. I have washed and patted it dry. Now I am slicing them. Once sliced, you need to take out all the hard seeds from the karela slices. I know this will take some time and effort, but you don't want to bite into these seeds when having your meal, so it's worth all the effort. Once you have removed all the seeds, put the karela into a bowl and add about 2 teaspoons of salt into it. Rub it all over the karela nicely and let it sit for at least 30 minutes. The salt helps to mellow down the sharp taste and bitterness of karela. After 30 minutes, transfer the karela into a sieve and wash it with water thoroughly. Try to get rid of as much salt as possible. Then let the excess liquid drain while we move on to the next step. I'm going to dice 2 medium-sized onion, which weighs about 180 grams. The quantity of onion has to be equal to karela, so if your onions are small, take 3 to 4. Onion have a sweeter taste which complements and also tames the bitterness of karela. Next, I'm going to put together some spices. Here I'm taking 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, that is sauf, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, that is zira, half teaspoons of nigella seeds, that is kalonji, 2 black cardamom, that is badi ilaichi, 1 teaspoon chili flakes, that is kuti hui lal mirch, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, that is haldi, and 1 teaspoon coriander powder, that is dhania. Now that these are ready on hand, we can quickly grab onto these while cooking. I will be using my Instant Pot to cook today because chana dal can take a long time to cook and Instant Pot quickens the cooking process. You can also use a regular pressure cooker or a pot, but if you are cooking in a pot, it will take double the amount of time to cook the chana dal. I've set my Instant Pot on saute mode, and once it's hot, I'm going to add unrefined rapeseed oil. The reason I like using rapeseed oil for this recipe is because it has a somewhat stronger taste which counters the sharp taste of karela and also complements it really well. You can substitute it with mustard oil or olive oil. Once my pot is hot, I'm adding 60 milliliter, that is about 4 tablespoons of oil, and the karela. I will fry the karela for about 3 minutes. Frying it is also another way to reduce the bitterness of the karela. Once the karela is fried, I'm adding my diced onion, my soaked dal that I have drained, the spices that we had mixed earlier, along with 200 milliliter, that is about a cup of water. I'm not adding any salt at this point because we had added salt to the karela earlier and we do not know yet how much salt it has retained. We will taste and add the salt later when the dal is cooked. I'm putting the lid on and turning the knob to sealed position, setting my Instant Pot to pressure cook on high for 15 minutes. Once the timer goes off, release the pressure. Check the dal for doneness by squeezing it on the spatula with your finger. It should be soft without leaving any solid lumps. Also taste check to see if your dal need more salt. I'm setting my Instant Pot now to saute mode, adding half teaspoon of salt and 100 grams, that is about half cup of yogurt. Now I will stir and cook until most of the liquid has gone. This will take between 7 to 10 minutes. This step is to ensure that our spices are cooked nicely so they release their aroma, and also that our yogurt incorporates into our dish. Once most of the liquid has been dried out, you can add water if you prefer your dish with a runnier consistency. I like mine on the dry side. If you do add water at this point, cook it for about 5 minutes before switching it off. Let's get to serving it. I love to have this chana dal karela with roti, but you can also serve it with rice. A side of plain yogurt complements it really well. I hope you enjoyed watching today's recipe and will try it really soon. I will see you this Friday on the final episode of Eating Healthy on a Budget. Until then, bye bye.